All right, so let's talk about some of the things as a team we want to improve on. These are all basic kind of team concepts we got to do by committee. First thing we'll talk about is transition defense. And there's going to be a lot of clips on this because we got to get better. We got to think we're on transition, especially when you're tired. That's when things you know you should do don't happen. So we got a free throw right here. They get the ball. So right now, Jacob should be in front of the ball. Right? Sprint over there, so it'll be over him. And Isaac is on the opposite side of the court with the ball on the left side. All right. So you can't be in 1-3-1 until we stop the possession. So since Isaac's so far on the other side, he's out of position for this pass. We sprint right by him, and then they get a layup. So let's watch it in fast. As soon as this shot gets up, Jacob should run ball side so he could get ready to pick up and stop ball. All right, so it's over there. He doesn't move, so it goes right up the sideline too quickly. Ty tries to get back. They get a bucket. It was a communication error. We got to communicate better in transition. So right now, the first and the most important thing you need to get is ball. So I think right now, Jacob should get ball so Isaac could cover the right side guy and Kavion can cover the left. Nobody speaks. So even if Isaac stops and gets the ball and Jacob runs into there, a good point guard can get that for a layup. So we got to talk, but nobody talks. That's why Kavion peels off. And if this was a better team, they'd throw it to number 12. Since Kavion is there, he should have thrown it right here for a layup, but he throws it the other way and they didn't score. So that's something we just got to pick up and communicate. Jacob runs, sprints, gets ball, or slows it down. Isaac gets the right side. Left side's covered by Kavion. All right, let's get better rotations there. All right, another rotational error. So when they get the ball, we got to be sprinting back. If Ty could run and stop the ball, that would be great. But as we look back, Braylon, the most important guy is ball side guy. You should be shading ball side, ready to sprint and guard that side, not guarding the far side and leaving open the strong side, which is what the ball is on. So since you're two so far, that cover is tough. Ty was gonna get ball. Now he has to get the passer. That's impossible. So now you're so far on the other side that we didn't rotate, and now they get a layup. So let's watch it again. Oh, let's move it back a little bit. Okay, so you got to be ball side so you don't have to sprint out of position and put yourself in jeopardy for a foul too. So now we're going to do a couple of transition risks. I'm only going to put two because I'm trying to stay on the clock. All right, so right here, Braylon, just stay in front of him. You're the last guy back. You can't take a risk right here unless you know you're going to get it. So since you missed that, now you're down here behind the play, and so is everybody else on our team. So they're in transition. Everybody's at jeopardy for a foul or whatever. And when we play some of these stronger teams today, Ty is not blocking those shots. Those are dunks. We got to get back. Here's another risk. Didn't need. All right. The ball's coming at us. Stay moving your feet, Jacob. Quit reaching and not moving your feet. So now they're in transition and they're getting wide open looks because of it. All right. And like I said, our job, there's going to be defensive mistakes. Like Ty has to try to erase a mistake with a block shot. But we don't want him to be in that position to get a foul because if they were taught to come off 2 feet like us, Ty would have just flew right by him. All right. Or he's going to get a foul or something like that. So we don't want to depend on people, but it is your job to help your teammate if they, if they do something wrong. These are when one guy gotta stay back because they have guys behind you, and you're in transition. You're not helping the play. So right now we get a steal. Jacob gets a steal. Tristan, you're the last guy back with two of them. You can't run past all of them just because Jacob's attacking. That's a 4-on-3. Let them do what they do. But now, since you did, you're below the free throw line, and so is everybody else. So now all they got to do is throw it over your head, and then they're going to get a wide open layup. All right? So let's just watch it again. As soon as they go back, you got to stay back. All right? Because now you're not in position to rebound, get a steal, or anything. So make sure we're reading that situation. All right, and this one is more about floor balance than it is about five guys back. So Braylon's attacking. Usually your point guard checks break. But Kate, since you're not getting the ball, you need to start getting back. If he doesn't throw it to the corner, you got to start sprinting back. Grant, we've talked about this being the worst spot on the court to just stand still and watch. So usually you're crashing, and I don't have a big problem with that. But in this case, you just can't stand in the corner because now the ball's off in transition. We got five guys, not below the free throw line, but below like the second hash. and the floor balance is just too poor. All right, so guys, we got to recognize these situations much quicker. Floor balance and understanding having that court awareness is a must, and we didn't do that right there. These next two plays are I don't know, they're just embarrassing. So we got to do better than this. I almost let Jabari stand up and I sit down so people think he was coaching this. So when we're on transition, Daniel, you got to go and get ball. Even though you're a post, you got to stop the ball. Cade, you're deep enough where you got to stop the ball, or at very least take a foul. So right now, he just splits both of y'all and goes right down for a layup. Somebody has to stop that basketball. So they're going to get to the center of the floor quickly, Daniel, and you took too long. So, like, let's think of it like this. Here's a better way to put it. Once they have the ball, you need to sprint to the center of the floor so you can pick up the ball. All right, so this guy picks it up from here, and he outruns you all the way to the basket, and he splits Cade. And Cade, you can't be worried about that three-point shot when a guy's full head of steam. You got to stop that. All right, here's another one, and some good stuff happened in this play, but let's talk about the bad. All right, so we have a weird transition offensive play. Ty's looking, Kavion stops. I mean, there's no reason to stop under your own basket, right? If you're gonna stop under your own. So now we're still looking around, knowing they have the ball and they're in transition. All right, so now Kavion makes him turn, but Braylon hasn't gotten deeper than the last guy on their team. So they just throw it up ahead, and then they're able to get this. All right, we just got to do better than that. All right, so let's back it up. Let's see some of the good that happened. So even though Ty and Kavion look confused for a moment, Kavion does do this. He cuts him off, makes him change directions, but gave Braylon more time to get back. All right, and then he keeps down the court, and then, if everybody don't do their job, that's what happens. So that was just a bad play. Oh, and also, I need to make sure y'all see that there's 21 seconds on the clock when this play happens. This is how we ended the quarter with a play like this. All right, and we talk a lot about how we start and end quarters, so we just got to do better. And here's one of our better transition plays against pretty athletic team. Get the shot. It's a long rebound, perfect for transition offense. So Cade keeps running, and he's attacking the ball. Isaac's deep ball side next to the guy that's going, and Grant's running to be the rim protector. And then he just keeps dribbling. We just stab after the ball and take it from him. That's how our transition plays need to be. All right. And this is what we have improved in a lot. Cade does well at it. We've been working at him on this since last year. Now more of y'all are starting to get the grasp of it, which is good because we want teams to score against our half-court defense like 95% of the time. All right, and then the other 5%, yeah, we mess up in transition or whatever and give them layups, but we want that. So right here, here's Kavion. This is just a smart play. Takes the foul. Now, I would like him to, go for that ball a little bit harder right here, and then maybe you get a steal. It is AAU. They don't call a lot of fouls. You might get a steal, but I like taking that foul. Hey, take it out, score over our heads. All right, and I'm not going to show all of them. Here's one more. We go, turnover, take the foul. Obviously, they were going to score. They got 2 6'3" guys coming at Isaac. So that's just a good foul up there and make them score over us. All right, now here's one where we could have but didn't. All right, this is Swift. It's tied 55-55, 24 seconds left. All right, Ty misses the free throw. Kavion almost gets it. But now we because he almost got it, Isaac ran up, which now over the top is open. Braylon's still back. Right here, we could take a foul, make them have to score against a defensive set. All right, we took a risk, and now the ball kind of gets by, and then they get there. And here's the other thing. If Ty doesn't trip, he kind of trips over Isaac's foot, then, we get a stop too. But that's one of the repercussions. If you don't take the foul, you got to get the steal. All right, so these are just rotations. So Ty goes to trap like he should. It goes corner. Daniel, your job is to drop to the block. All right. And for whatever reason, you try to cover this. That's not your job. Your job is to drop block, and Grant can run through that. So since you rotated bad, Grant's doing his job. You took Grant's spot. Now they have a guy wide open, and Grant tries to save the play. But, hey, at the end of the day, we just got to know our rotations right there. There's another rotational error. We're running 13Z. So Kavion, Cade are trapping. Ty has corner, and Tristan ran to the corner with Ty. All right, so since both of y'all ran corner, now the middle's wide open. All right, so another rotational issue right there, and then they get their score because of that. All right, so here's another one. We sprint into, or Jacob by itself makes him feel nervous. So we tightrope the line, but guys, our knees are straight up. He only can throw it somewhere over here, but we're not ready to get a steal. So they save it, but we're still walking. So now they throw it to this guy, which is not on camera, but he has to save it. And the only person he can throw to is this guy. And we're just not anticipating anything, guys. That we got to get better at this. This is not a good play for us. All right. They have nowhere to go twice, and then they just get an effortless ball thrown back in. All right. We just got to bend our knees. I want y'all to see this because we talk about it literally every practice. All right. And here's another one. We talked about getting better at hot. This is a hot right here. So Braylon goes in traps. Ty, if Braylon leaves this area and he's protecting this one, you got to cover it. So as soon as we get a hot, we run and do that. You got to take away corner, but you never move. So y'all should be on a string. As Braylon runs up, you should run out, and Grant should drop. All right, but you don't do that, so that's just an easy pass there. And then they get to just move the ball, and now they're going to get a wide open shot. So it's really important that like we get the traps that we need, because if we don't, they're going to end up with shots like that. So here's another one. We get the ball up the sideline on 22 like we want. Kavion's in line, so the ball has to be thrown overhead. Ty, you should be ready to take away the corner guy. It's Braylon's job to start running back and protecting this, not yours. So that's why you're late. Now, it's not on camera, but we know you missed the steal. And Braylon, you got to drop quicker than that as well. You got to be like right here on that. All right, but because we don't get that steal, you know, they're going to get a layup. And these are design steals, guys. Like, we know where the ball's going to go because they're throwing it where we're baiting them to. So we got to be on that. All right, I'm putting this because we might run into this, a personnel deal where we guard other guys a little less traditional than some. So, like, number 2 is obviously the scorer on their team. And Grant, you can't be that deep against him because he shoots it from so far. So, because you're far out, you know, you got to pay for that. All right, same thing. Grant right here, again, it's just taking you too long to realize where their shooters are. So flight of the ball, you don't really move. You stop, and then he's getting the shot. So, like, got to know where those shooters are quickly because we want to, you know, do what we want. And what we always say about them, they need to dribble first. And now the kid over there talking noise to your dad. Ball in air, talking to Kelsey. And also be ready to like take advantage of opportunities. So here it goes. Like, we got guys that lay down and flop and, you know, look at the refs. Then we got to push quick. All right. We got numbers. It's 5-on-4. And this was a good possession for y'all because y'all didn't wait. Only thing I would have liked is if Isaac would have caught that ball up here where Braylon's standing. Also, for posts or anybody, I want y'all rebounding at his peak. So this is good. Look at Ty. Ty gets that ball at least 9.5 feet in the air. 2 hands on it, squeeze it, bring it down and chin it. All right, so we need to make sure that's consistently happening. I've been challenging y'all to be tougher. This is what I mean. Kavion, Isaac, when he's out there, can't be the only 2 that do this. All right, I only got clips of those 2 getting on the floor. All right, so as a team, we got to do better and get our team more possessions like that. Remember, y'all are learning from each other. What makes Kavion effective? This right here. We need more guys doing that. Another shot goes up, pursues the ball. He's right there like a magnet to the ball, on it. All right, so we got to make sure, hey, what makes him good? I need to steal that style from him. What is you guys knowing what you're already good at? We've been drilling this. This is a short corner post. Got a guy diving. We throw it opposite. So now we get a wide open 3. All right. Y'all already do this stuff. All right. So now that we see we can do it, can we do this on purpose? Look at this. Skip pass. Weak side is open. Get a pump fake and a drive. All right. Great quality shot right there. All right. And then here we go again. So what makes us successful? All right. You got to know that you're good at this so you can duplicate it. And that's why y'all drill this stuff so much. All right. So Kavion catches it. We got cutters. Everybody's looking at the ball. Easy layup. All right. So good job, guys. Watch this video, and let's make sure we start applying this stuff more consistently on the court. All right.